As Nigeria grapples with the challenges of rising fuel prices and its impact on the cost of business operations, the adoption of CNG has become very important for small and medium-sized enterprise operators. This facility, according to DG SMEDAN, will empower Nigerians with the skills to tap into the growing CNG market, offering an opportunity to reduce operational costs for SMEs while contributing to Nigerians' clean energy goals.
This is a cheaper way to run businesses. Our small businesses are confronted. These are very perilous times. These are challenging times for small businesses. And we are not oblivious of the fact. But we know that this is a long-lasting way to reduce the cost of running business. But we understand. Band A is expensive. It's about 950 naira. Diesel is about 1,300 naira. But CNG is about 400 naira. So it's actually cheaper to run businesses on CNG. And that's what we're doing. The first thing we're doing is we're reducing the cost of doing business in Nigeria.
The newly inaugurated center will also focus on equipping trainees with essential technical skills necessary, thereby contributing to the expansion of the CNG industry while also addressing pressing economic challenges. Stakeholders here say access to CNG will mitigate the impact of fuel subsidy removals, making it more affordable for businesses to operate.
You use your natural resource, you use it to power your own country. It's not just an issue of the environment. It was a necessity for us to exploit and use that which we have and then turn it into the export product that we can take to the whole of West Africa.
1 million vehicles that are commercial vehicles. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu is directed that it be done for free. So for all commercial vehicles, the 1 million, it is free conversion.
Everybody that want to establish this thing, that is this kind of venture, to pass through some basic requirements. They have to pass through basic requirements. They have to have the basic tools. They have to know how to access the basic and quality and certified kits. And apart from that, you have to have the basic knowledge, and that's what we have seen here.
As the demand for sustainable and affordable energy solutions grows, CNG adoption is expected to position the country as a regional hub for CNG technology and services. Frank Omalape, Arise News.
Well, to provide more insight on the activities of SMEDAN is Director General and the Chief Executive Officer, Charles Odii. Thank you so much for being on the news tonight.
Thank you so much for having me.
Now, the push for compressed natural gas is impressive, is laudable, but we do know what it means. The technology, we don't have that much of it, and that's why it's so expensive. But if you could just explain to Nigerians what exactly SMEDAN is coming to do on board with CNG. What exactly is this initiative?
Thank you. So, firstly, I want to thank you so much for having me on this show. I was saying earlier today when we launched the center that, as a lot of people ascribe GSM to President Obasanjo, CNG has been ascribed to President Tinubu. And I think that we've got a lot of gas in Nigeria. If we have 1 million barrels of oil, we've got double of that or triple of that in gas. And what has happened in time past is that Nigerians have not tapped into the use of this gas to actually run businesses. If you look at the richest black man, Aliko Dangote, his enterprises are run on gas, right? So what has happened is President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has said, let us use gas to actually help to drive down the cost of businesses. If I drive my car from Abuja to Kaduna, if I fill the tank, it's probably around 100,000 naira. But if I use CNG, driving the same 108 kilometers from Abuja to Kaduna is about 7,500 naira. So it shows that running on CNG is actually cheaper, and then it is also cleaner because it is environmental friendly. So what we have done at SMEDAN is we're tapping into the presidential CNG initiative. The president has said 1 million cars are going to be converted. Just like there was a TV company, paid TV company, who came to Nigeria and created new entrepreneurs to be able to install the ditches. Entrepreneurs were trained, and those entrepreneurs now even charge on metering and billing. It's the same thing we're trying to do with CNG. We want to create a whole new line of entrepreneurs, from those who will help to convert to those who will help to move gas from where it is in abundance to where it's needed, And so also we want to make sure that new entrepreneurs are created even as Nigeria has gone into the way of CNG. And that's what we're doing at SMEDAN. The president has promised 1 million free conversions in the next 18 months. And we at the Small and Medium Enterprises Development Agency of Nigeria, we understand two things. It's very expensive to run businesses right now, so let us leverage gas. Also, we want to create new entrepreneurs that will actually come into Nigeria to help to part new ways, create new millionaires, new gas millionaires. Someone joked earlier that in the next 5 years there will be gas billionaires. And I said amen to that because we're actually towing that path, trying to create new entrepreneurs who actually know, like I said, the technology transfer is quite new. We want to get that in Nigeria and then want to cascade that and pass that to...
So this conversion center is being commissioned. Is it operational immediately? Just what are sort of we need more specifics, you know? It's an ambitious project, but specifics are key. How is it going to be run? How many cars daily might you convert? And how is SMEDAN helping and to facilitate small businesses to join this transition?
Thank you so much. So if you earlier today, while we had the executive chairperson of the PCNGI, as well as the Secretary for Transport for California, the state of California, Abika Dabri, and a whole lot of others. A lot of conversion was going on right there. So if you see, there are 3 pits. This is the first of many, I'd said to a lot of people. We have 23 industrial development centers set across Nigeria. And we want to actually make sure that we turn those industrial development centers to conversion centers across Nigeria. So this is the first one that we're piloting with in Abuja. It's got 3 pits. Each pit can do a conversion of approximately 3 to 4 in a day. 3, 4, if we're very ambitious, 4 conversions in a day, that's 12. 4 times 3, that's 12 a day, times 7, that's about 98, times
so
12.
multiply effect, okay.
Yeah, so that approximately 3,024 cars will come out of that. Now we've got 23 industrial developments, and that's just 3 pits. So imagine that we cascade this to the different states where we've got industrial development centers, and then imagine the kind of trainings that will go on. Now the president has said it is free for commercial vehicles. So NURTW, Uber, and those kind of companies, Lyft and the likes, all of them can come and convert their cars for free. And those conversion means that someone is going to be doing the conversion. And so that's where SMEDAN is tapping in. For everyone who does the conversion, they get paid 150,000 naira. So if a small entrepreneur has come to Nigeria, right, or just graduated from school, and I want to go into the gas industry, I just come to SMEDAN and learn how to convert, and in a day I can make as much as 600,000 naira a day by converting the car. So we heard that, so we're like, listen,
we have to tap into
we have 40 million small businesses in Nigeria.
But quickly, before my colleague comes in, it's often said that, you know, leadership by example can be the most compelling motivator. Will your own vehicles, whether personal, official, be among sort of the first to be converted to CNG? If so, what sort of message do you think this will be sending out to the broader public? Because Nigerians are hesitant when it comes to this CNG conversion.
So firstly, I'm the biggest advocate for made in Nigeria, by Nigeria.
Is your car CNG?
My car is being converted, but I have a made in Nigeria car among other cars.
Okay.
And I had said at the agency today that we'll be the first to convert our cars. But more importantly, we are getting a lot of Nigerian cars that are assembled in Nigeria, and we want to make sure that, you know, a lot of people patronize those cars. We have a mandate for the ecosystem in Nigeria. It's centered around GROW, so it's GROW, right? G stands for guidance, R stands for resources, O stands for opportunities, and W stands for workforce support. That's our message for the ecosystem in Nigeria. And Grow Nigeria will metamorphose into 8 priority sectors, which is where Nigeria, which is what I'm wearing today. Everything I'm putting on today is made in Nigeria. Eat Nigeria, which is everything from the value chain, from the farm to the dining table. Patronize Nigeria. We saw that our economy grew by leap and bounds through the service industry. So Nigeria's economy is heavily dependent on services. We want a lot of people to patronize Nigeria. Watch and listen Nigeria. I just come back from a study tour in Germany, and everywhere I went, it was Afrobeat. We're the pioneers of Afrobeat. We're second largest Nollywood industry. So we want people to watch and listen Nigeria. Teach in Nigeria. We had the Secretary of Transport from California, who's actually a Nigerian in diaspora and is ready to transfer that kind of knowledge to Nigeria, ready to educate our small businesses. And there are a lot of other sectors where we want to transfer knowledge. Produce Nigeria. We've set up industries and we're in the process of setting more where small businesses can come in, get a single-digit interest loan, go and get raw materials, turn those raw materials into finished goods, process them at SMEDAN headquarters, warehouse them, and we've negotiated innovative transports, logistics through God is Good Logistics and through NIPOS, where you can innovatively distribute your products across Nigeria.
Great, fantastic. So in terms of training, because that's important, as we have established that the knowledge is really new, it's very new for us, and that's why it's expensive, because it's still heavily reliant on what we're getting from outside. And that's why people are hesitant to, some people are hesitant to convert their cars apart from safety. It's the costs. But you're now saying that they can come to SMEDAN and convert for free?
Yes.
Okay. But this is just one hub. And you do have hubs across the country. How many of these centers are we going to see? When are we going to see them? How soon can we see them? And skills. I want to go back to skills. You've mentioned just one person has come from California to train. How do we close that technical skills gap to ensure that the people we are putting in these centers are skilled and knowledgeable enough to handle this conversion that we're talking about?
Thank you so much. Just so spot on. So this center that we've currently commissioned is actually a collaboration with PCNGI, and then we have a local partner who's got a lot of the resources called Rolling Energy, right? And so we want to do the same thing with them in our different centers, but we're open to collaboration. This is the administration where we think that the son of a nobody can come anybody without knowing it. The son of a nobody can come somebody without knowing anybody. But then we can't do that alone. We can't be in Okigwe local government and be in Potiskum local government at the same time. So that's why we're spreading our arms to say that everyone who wants and has something to do with this and can teach our people, we're very much open to them. But first of all, the lowest hanging fruit, which is PCNGI, we're latching on them and making sure that we can expand across Nigeria. Answering your question in short, we've got different 23 industrial development centers. When SMEDAN was created, 23 industrial development centers were created in 23 states. There's some states that haven't got industrial development centers, and we're in talk with National Assembly to help to create that. We're in talk with international development partners to create that, because it's cost money, right? But in the next quarter, in Q1, we're going to expand to at least another 4. We've earmarked Lagos, we've earmarked Kano, we've earmarked Delta, and we're seeing that more states as we go in 2025.
We need to go, but let me just ask you, can I drive into this center and convert, or do I have to prove that I'm a small business owner who's eligible to come in and convert for free? Very quickly.
For free, transport workers,
just transport
NURTW, Uber drivers, Lyft drivers, and those others. For people
ride-hailing apps. Yes.
100%. Okay. For free. You just need to come with a note from the association or from Uber to say that you're one of the drivers, and then you can get conversion for free.
Great. All right. Thank you so much, CEO of SMEDAN, Charles Odii, for joining us tonight.